going on, guys? Moxification here. So today, I just wanted to discuss a few things about like JTAGs and like there's so many people who have either recently received bought a JTAG, or people who are planning on getting one, or there's been times when I've been in a party and people have said like, oh, I'm gonna get a JTAG, you know. Basically, I'll say this now, just to start off everything, and then afterwards I'll explain other stuff in more detail and stuff. But basically, if you're planning on getting a JTAG now, from a person who has a JTAG to you who doesn't have a JTAG, don't get one. However, if you really want to, because you think, you know, oh, it's going to be really fun, whatever, then sure, go ahead. But if you're planning on trying to make money from it, don't do it. If you're planning on, basically, if you're not going to get it because you want to enjoy it, then basically, yeah, if you think that you're going to make money from it, you're not going to get money from it. And if you're if you want to get it because you want to enjoy stuff, then sure, you know, go ahead. The only downside is it's getting a new Xbox. If anyone doesn't know what a JTAG is, or a RGH, it's just an Xbox 360. It's not a chip. It's not like you can't. Well, you can install it in your Xbox, but like, you know, you have to do stuff. You know, you have to do like a lot of stuff where you take it apart, you solder, like for example the RGH is where you well, yeah, the RGH is a chip, but you solder it to the motherboard, and you have to go through a load of software things and a load of hardware things, and it's fairly difficult. So normally people would buy them from the internet. You can't get them from the stores. You can't buy it from, like, for example, I don't know what an American store is, because the majority of people who watch the videos are American, because there is a lot more people in America to the UK, I think, but yeah, you can't buy it from, like, I don't know, a store. You know, you can't go to the shop and buy one. You can go to the internet. If you go on Google and you look up where to buy a JTAG, I will guarantee there will be many results telling you where you can buy one. You can buy them from you can't buy them from TTG. I think you can buy them from 7sins.com, but you can still buy them from the people who, like, for example, in the UK there's a guy called Monoxide, and he sells JTAGs. But like, you can't ask for it on TTG. You've got to like email him about it, because if you ask on TTG, like, I don't know, it's banned on TTG or something. JTAG stuff is not a good place for TTG anymore. It used to be. TTG used to be the #1 place. But anyway, I'm coming off topic. Basically, buying and selling, you know, if you want to buy a JTAG, get one. But if you want to do it to get money, you're not going to get money. So don't do it. But, you know, I mean, it's pretty fun. But in the future, there's going to be a time when JTAGs aren't going to be used. You can still use them for offline stuff, but there's going to be a time when, actually, you know, recently people have been speaking of the JTAGs getting patched. I don't think they will. There'd be no reason for Xbox to do that. But even if they do, that's fine. Offline stuff will happen. Also, people have been asking about Xbox One JTAGs. Now, it's a strange one, because it's kind of like, in the back of everyone's minds, yes, there will be JTAGs for the Xbox One, but obviously everyone knows they won't be called JTAG, or maybe they will, or whatever. But a while ago, the developer RANT got released for the Xbox One. That was a long time ago. That was, well, not a long time ago, but it got released, and then some other Xbox thing got released. I think Neighborhood got released or something. Some developer thing got released. So there is the possibility for a JTAG for the Xbox One. And it might not happen for another couple of years. It might happen in like 5 years, you know. But there probably will be some sort of modded console, or not even modded, just a console that can do other things, you know. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different questions that people have about JTAGs, and should I get one, or can I make money from it? You know what, there still is money to be made, but not a lot. Like, normally I'd say there's no money to be made, because there really isn't, but at the same time there is. If you've got something that people want and not many people have, then there's money to be made. The majority of the time that you'll get that is if you make it yourself, or someone hands it down to you, or hooks you up, you know. So yeah, they're the only times there's really money to be made. As far as lobby hosting, like for example, oh, the car just crashed into me. That was annoying. But yeah, let me just fix the car. As far as like modding games like Modern Warfare 2, I don't know, Icon Ray, loads of people are familiar with that. People call it really weird names as well. I've heard Chronic, I've heard Coney, I've heard a load of weird things, like for Icon Ray, you know, the menu, Modern Warfare 2. So many different names, but yeah, that's probably the most sort of familiar to many people. But yeah, as far as hosting them lobbies, or aspect modding, mod menus, or whatever, just any mod menu, you're not going to get anywhere really with money. I mean, people still do. People sell KVs. There's a little bit of money in there, but you don't even have to have a JTAG for that, you know. So yeah, that's about as far as money goes. Or if you have like a tool or something, but even then, you know, that's still going back to if you have something that not many people have and people want, then, you know, there's money to be made. But yeah, there was one final topic about JTAGs that I wanted to cover. I forgot what it was though. I'm not sure. But yeah, like in the long run, you could get some coding experience, I would assume, because, you know, when it comes to MW2 and other games like GTA, you do, if you wanted to make stuff yourself, you would have to learn how to code, and, you know, I mean, that would be somewhat helpful for future stuff, like within like IT and stuff, like computer stuff, like real life stuff. But yeah, and I just remembered what the other thing was, the last thing, and it's kind of more related to me. It's not really related to new buyers and stuff, but it's kind of like right now I'm at the stage where my JTAG's online, and I'm not always on it. Like, there was a time a long time ago, this is going back to like memories. I did a video on memories, like, you know, top 5 memories. I've got so many modding memories, but I don't know if I said it in that. I think I did when I first got my JTAG online, and I used the James T menu. That was the first time I ever heard of James T. And I got online for 24 hours. I got 24 hours of Xbox Live Stealth for a lot of money. It was like $75, and a KV for like maybe $20, something like that. It could have even been 30, I'm not sure. But anyway, got online, and I stayed up from like, so I got online in the evening, about maybe 8 o'clock at night, and then like I'd been up the whole day anyway. You know, I'd been up so like at 8 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock in the evening, and then I got my JTAG online, and everything was good, and I stayed up for the whole 24 hours of the time, and probably the KV life. I don't know when the KV got banned, but anyway, you know, I was on for 24 hours, so that was like a long time. And I stayed up the whole night because I really wanted to, you know, mod and do stuff online. We messed around, Modern Warfare 2 mainly. There were other games, but Modern Warfare 2 mainly. But yeah, basically now, I'm not even at that stage where I feel like I need to stay up. I'm just at the stage of where the JTAG is my retail console. I mean, it's not, it's a JTAG, but it's kind of like, if I want to go on and play, I can, and if I don't, then I don't have to. I'm also at the stage where I'm doing COD 4 infectable menus, because it's that boring. So eventually you do get bored, you know. Like, I used to get bored of doing USB mods. There was a time when I did USB mods. I got bored of that. There was a time when I did ISO mods. I got bored of that. They're still fun. Even now, they're still fun. But I got bored of it. And I've got a few friends that did the same thing, you know, USB mods, up to ISO mods, up to JTAG mods. Remzi is a really good example. If you don't know who Remzi is, I'll link his channel in the description. He does kind of videos like me, but like a bit. He hasn't got as many subs. He's got 30 subs or something. But yeah, if you drop him a sub, that'd be good. But he started off with the USB mods. I mean, obviously I had a JTAG. I've had a JTAG for a long time. But he started doing USB mods a bit ago, maybe a couple of months ago, maybe like actually probably a long time ago. But then ISO mods maybe 6-7 months ago, and then he got his JTAG about 4 months ago. And then, you know, obviously got bored of the ISO mods. Then he kind of got bored of the JTAG mods. But, like, he still does the JTAG mods, because when you have a JTAG, you know, you've always got a JTAG, you know, whereas USB and ISO is kind of different in a weird way. But, anyway, I'm still kind of coming off topic, but I'll go back to it. So, I don't even really do proper modding anymore, you know, like, I used to try and get payments and stuff. Now it's all about the fun of it. It's like, right now, as you can see, I'm just driving around, just giving you a bit of gameplay. I could go on COD 4 now. I could go on infectedxbox.com. Oh, I recommend signing up at infectedxbox.com. I didn't make this video to give them shout-outs, I swear. I just sort of, I wanted to make this video like sort of a sort of discussion type thing, and I want to have some comments and stuff, sort of about stuff. Questions about JTAGs, if you've got any. People who don't have JTAGs and want to get a JTAG or whatever, just ask some questions. I'm sure the other people who watch the video will be okay to comment, and I'll you know, reply if no one else says. But yeah, like, I get bored, you know, so I just play COD 4. If you don't have a JTAG and you want an infection on COD 4, I can do it, or anyone else who hosts on infectedxbox.com. If you just sign up at infectedxbox.com, you can go into the shout box, which is on like every page, and then see if anyone's hosting. Normally it will tell you, there's a notice at the top, and it will tell you if someone's hosting, or if someone's doing GTA money drop lobbies or whatever. People will, you know, tell you if they're hosting or if no one's hosting or whatever, you know. Everything's good on that site. But yeah, so that's sort of about it. If you've got any JTAG questions, like if you don't have a JTAG, if you've got a JTAG, you can I did actually make a JTAG support video a while ago, and people used to not a while ago, maybe like a couple of weeks ago, and people couldn't comment on that, asking about, like, I don't know, I've got Red Ring of Death, how can I fix it, ... you know, like a JTAG problem. But if you haven't got a JTAG and you want to get one, or you used to have a JTAG a long time ago and now you don't, or whatever, just comment below, ask stuff that you want to know. Or I can't really give you prices because I don't sell JTAGs or RGHs, but yeah, so yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks guys, Moxification, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.